All right, I think we're live, I think. Hey, welcome to show number 4 of Constructive Criticism. It's Ash from DroningOn.
Hello, guys. Thanks for having me, Ken.
You bet. You're in Sweden.
I am. Lovely, warm Sweden. It's sunny. No, we're not in quarantine yet.
Right. It looks like you're sitting in a restaurant. What's up with that?
Well, it's I've got this hotel's in quarantine, so I'm here on my own. But the internet's really fast, the beer's really good, and the staff here are lovely, so I'm making the most of it.
Excellent. So it doesn't look like I'm streaming. Or it looks like it, but it's not doing very well.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
They're saying hello in the chat.
Is anybody in the chat? Can you guys see me? See, it's green over on here, but it's red over on the YouTubes. I don't know what's going on. Stream health. Can people see us? Are we in 1080?
Sean from Geeksvana said, "You are, love."
Okay. I don't know, man. There's always something. So
we're definitely live.
I'll just show you. I'll just show you. Here's what I'm seeing over here. You see that red bar where it says check video settings? Your encoder is sending data faster than real time.
It might be my face, Ken. My face causes the internet to crash because I look so tired these days.
It's your face for sure. You must limit your video upload approximately 1 second. I don't know what they're saying. Anyway, as long as we're still going, then to hell with it.
We're here.
Hey, everybody in the chat. Yeah, please, if you would, just kindly let me know if the audio drops out, if the video is pixelated, and we'll just stop it, and then I'll go take a nap.
Or if I drop out.
Or if you drop out. Yeah.
Sleep.
What part of Sweden are you in?
I'm in the south, where it's warm. It's not like everybody thinks, covered in snow all the time. It's really nice. It's sunny. Okay. It's lovely.
So
I just happen to be sat in a dark bar, though.
is the south of Sweden the same as the south in the United States? They got rednecks over there in Sweden. Yeehaw! I tell you what. All right.
Oh, you turn off the music just so I'm starting to dance.
It looks like stream health has recovered.
Oh,
so all right, good. Well, welcome to Constructive Criticism, and so we're gonna get a lot of great advice as he drinks more and more. Now, thank you for agreeing to do this. How much time do you have, Ash?
I've got all night for you, Ken, because for once you're streaming at a realistic, decent time.
Yeah.
In the day, not 3 o'clock my time, where you pull me out of bed to get me on a live stream.
Sorry about that. So yes, here's how it works. If you're just joining us, there's videos that people have sent in here to constructivecriticism@gmail.com, and if you would, please include your username as the subject, because then I go in the email and there's so many, and you can super chats will get you to the head of the line, or if you just want a super chat to be nice, like it appears that Chuck Kovac did with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We're going to try to give good advice and constructive criticism on some videos. And yes, the Mo JEC with a 2-pounder. Thank you. You are first in line because I skipped you last week, and I apologize. All fine right now. Looking forward to it. Good. All right. Yes. So let's start with him.
Let's do that, buddy.
And by the way, I'm going to show you a little bit about how to edit music for your videos very briefly, a little bit later on, as this stream is brought to you by Epidemic Sound. EpidemicSound.com. There's free trial links in the description. You can get a month for free right now. Discount links available in the description. Copyright free music for you and your videos in perpetuity.
Well, I need echo. Why haven't I got echo?
Oh, you want echo? Hold on. Let's see. I think I can hook you up. We'll do that. Wait, hold on. No, I'm going to get you some echo.
Okay. All right. I can wait.
Let me show you camera 2. Let me see.
Now I have to look over at my board here.
I wish I had that many buttons.
Gotcha. Okay, we're gonna set Ash up. But you know, You're the co-host. You get what you want. There you
Yes.
go. And now, go ahead. You have echo.
The X Factor.
Well, now you have to take advantage of it. Go ahead.
I'm speechless.
All right. Well, that was fun. Anyway, all right. Let's get over here to our first video. This is from. It looks like Forever Droning On, the Moj EC, I believe. So see now where is Ash? Ash needs to be down there in the other one. Let's see if we can bring it. There he is. Boop. And there you go. All right.
There we go.
So this is Greenham or Greenham or Greenham. Do you say in the UK? Greenham?
Greenham.
Yeah. Common, September 2018. Okay. 83 subscribers, and let's give this a go here. See what's what. So this video is 10 minutes long.
Wow.
Depending again who your audience is.
It's very peaceful.
It is
It's
a
kind of-
peaceful.
It reminds me of the Apple screensavers, you know, when you have the drone shot moving forward.
Right. It's not too fast. It's nice. Could be a little bit lower to get some more detail. Usually if you're going to film the horizon, you want to use the rule of thirds and have just 1/3 of the sky and then 2/3 of the ground.
Now,
Unless-
maybe an edit cut about now.
Yeah. It's a bit long. So I'm just going to go ahead and, oh Lord, the whole thing seems to be, we're just flying. Minute and a half
Maybe
into it.
Maybe it is an Apple screensaver.
Yeah. And I think this is all drone footage.
Okay. Oh,
There's
that's
some-
nice.
Yeah, that's some interesting things here. It'd be great to have some information, a voiceover, some words on screen to give us some context as to what this is.
Yeah, I think that's one of the key things about a lot of drone photography. You don't know these places, you've never visited them, and so it can be a real eye-opener to people watching. And to say where it is and what it is and what it was is enlightening for a lot of people.
Absolutely. You know, if this is in your backyard, you see it every day, you know where it is.
Yeah.
Don't assume that everybody, because this is available to the world. Don't assume that everybody in the world will know about this. This
Now,
is
don't tell anyone, Ken, but it's actually my private garages. That's where I park my 6 sports cars.
okay. That, you know what? If I owned it, I would do that. I would put a house on top and then park underneath. That's what I would do. But see, this has gone way too long.
Yeah,
For what it
beautiful
is.
shots, and I almost want to download this and edit it for him, because I think you need to keep the viewer's attention. It needs to be a little bit shorter and snappier, but the transitions and the flight angle is really nice. For example, this flight rotation now, he's not jerking the shots all around like some
Yes.
operators. It's quite smooth.
So that's great. You've the Moj EC, you've got it figured out as far as camera and gimbal movements, but integrating some ground footage, of course, getting some close-up stuff, flying lower. I don't know where you're flying from, but that's, you know, now we're just getting dizzy. So I'm gonna flip through here. See, what this looks like, it might be an old runway or something. Yeah, I think that's what it is, because that's an old control tower.
I think it's all very contrasty. A bit of color grading as well wouldn't go amiss here, but it's very pretty, and the shots are nice and smooth.
Yeah. So I think that's him behind the car there. You want to edit yourself out of these things if possible. Unless that's what you're going for. If you want to show yourself flying the drone, then of course include yourself. But, you know, I never can tell what the intent of the creators are, what the intent is.
Yeah, telling a story is really important, isn't it? Setting the scene, maybe start with an overall shot of the entire development and then transition in towards it and show some elements a little bit closer. But
Yeah.
10 minutes is if you look at the statistics on that shot, Mojek, I think you'll find that your viewer time is probably only a couple of minutes, whereas the video is 10 minutes long.
Right.
It's a really good way to learn from your content by looking at how long people are watching that video for.
True.
And that will give you an idea as to how long your next video should be.
And it looks like we're just going around and around this thing, which is interesting. But it's just a bit much. It's a bit much on that.
Yeah, it would make nice library footage, wouldn't it, for somebody who wants to show shots of that and cut perhaps just
Right.
30 seconds of it.
I'm going to the end here to see. It looks like we've got some credits that they in there. So see, this is all very interesting stuff. I would love to know a little bit more about, you know, the runway, the whole background of the thing. But you know, when you make a drone video, you definitely want to include, and I say this all the time, drone video should be just the jimmies, the sprinkles, the icing on the cake, not the entire cake.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Ken, Ray Hollands in the chat says that it's a secret bunker, but don't tell anyone, all right?
Yeah, I won't. Let's see. Now, I don't know. I've gotten so many people sending in their videos.
Wow. That's really
so
good, though, isn't it?
It is. Let me see if we got any more super chats. Looks like got one from Dave Aerial Photography with a 5-pounder. Pound it. There you go. Come on, man. Come on, Ash. Pound it. That's a pound, man. Yeah.
I'm going to wait for my autofocus.
Oh, yeah. Not sure how, but I missed your 24-hour stream. Here's a 5-pounder. Well, thank you, Dave. You can go back and watch that. People are particularly enjoying the part 3, as that's where I kind of mentally fall apart as Wirecast gave me fits. I think somewhere in there I might have even said a bad word. And I never do that. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Mike Roche is in there. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike is everywhere.
He
Thanks
really
so much,
is.
Mike.
He's a big support. Geeks Vana, your former UK neighbor.
Oh, hello, buddy. Sean.
Was that your American accent?
That was English, obviously.
Oh, okay. TJ Grady is in there. Nate Clark.
Wow, Robert from South Africa.
Okay.
Anyway, what time is it in South Africa right now?
I do not know. Once again, this is brought to you by Epidemic Sound. If you want some music for your YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Bing Bang, Wing Wang, whatever is out there, copyright free. There you go. Links in the description. All right, let me see. I don't want to skip people.
Ken, next time you do the epidemic thing, can I voice that?
Sure. Yeah.
Thanks.
Geeks Vana with a 5-pounder. Hey, man.
Oh, thanks, Sean. That's about 10 milliliters of beer in Sweden.
Hanging, buddy. Ash, we got to pound it.
Oh, sorry about that.
And one for you. Yeah. How drunk can we get, Ash, before the end? How many of those have you had?
This is only my second, and I've had a long day today. Long, hard day, so
Okay.
I deserve this.
All right. Okay, let's do one more here. This is from Brandon Hines. Please critique my work. Good.
That name sounds familiar.
He put his username as the subject in the email to here, constructivecriticism@gmail.com. If you're emailing me links right now, hopefully I'll get to them today, maybe not, but I will get to it eventually. So I'm going to copy this link. By the way, Ash has a channel on the YouTubes. Tell them a little bit about your channel as I bring this up. You do a lot of great videos.
Yeah, I do a bit of a mixture of videos. So it's a few reviews on there, but largely drone news and leaks. I work with manufacturers occasionally to bring exclusives of products before they're launched. So keep an eye.
Yeah, there's a link in the description.
Good man.
So this defaults to what the thumbnail would be. So this is the thumbnail that we're seeing here for this video. This is 2018 drone reel.
Just to note, this video and the last one didn't have text on their thumbnail. And I think, although sometimes it's quite nice if the topic is really something special, but otherwise it's nice to have a bit of text on there just so that you see where is it. Is it, if it's somewhere really exotic or exciting, it's nice to put that in the thumbnail as text.
Right,
sometimes.
and you don't always have to echo what your title is in the text in your thumbnail. You can have
absolutely
the title saying exactly what it is, and then maybe something else in the thumbnail.
A lot of the time, people will not even read the title of a video until they've clicked it. It's the thumbnail that gets that click, isn't it? So
that's true. Yeah, people tend to get their information from the thumbnail first. So again, I don't know what people's intent. I'm going to assume that everyone's intent with these videos is to get a lot of views. So I'm going to assume that, like, this wasn't for their Aunt Sally or whatever. So I'm assuming that these videos that people are sending me are for general audiences to get as many views as possible. So I'm gonna go on that. 115 views on this. Posted January 12th, 2019. 7 subscribers. BMH Films. All right, let's go.
So this is going to be quite a mixture if it's a drone reel. Oh, that's nice and close to a building.
Yeah, that's good. Detail, that's good.
Cozumel, that's Mexico, isn't it?
I think so. I'm not as worldly as you are, Ash.
It's closer to you, Ken, than it is to me. You should know that.
Well, I don't even have a passport. You speak like 7 languages or something. You're a worldly man.
You Americans.
I know, right? Hey, man, if I want to see the Eiffel Tower, I go to Las Vegas. They got one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Tesla?
There was a little car commercial in there.
It's a big balloon.
So we got a gender reveal or something, or I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This is.
I like the pace of this. I'm not too sure about the city shots with lots of traffic, but I like the pace of the shots, and it is a show reel, so it's to showcase what he can do.
Right. So the intent here would be for possible jobs, I'm guessing.
I wonder. Yeah. So therefore, maybe we can assume this guy's got some sort of drone certification, and that's why he's flying in the middle of a city.
Right.
Hopefully.
The overall length of this is pretty good. You probably don't want to double up on similar shots. You want to keep them all pretty different. So you've shown the cars a few times. You got the shadow in there. That's something you want to try to avoid.
Yeah, agreed. I would also keep your topics together. So if you're going to show the car for 30 seconds and then move on to the next topic and don't come back to the car.
Right.
Personally, same with the beach shot. You know, if it's the same beach.
Yeah.
Well.
Uh-oh.
Otherwise, it's like trying to follow Westworld season 3. It's all over the place.
The narrative in this is a little disjointed, as we can hear a train going by my house. Can you hear it?
No.
I know you can hear that all the way in Sweden.
You pressed your soundboard button.
No. I got a freaking train that's 2 blocks away.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So let me just flip through the rest of this. We show the cars again. Back to the beach. All right.
I think that a show reel should always be the best of the best that you can shoot. So I would have cut that to maybe half the length and cut some of the shots out.
Right. If that was all the footage you had to work with, there's probably about 45 seconds worth of stuff in there instead of 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Andrew Reddick. Hey, Andrew, how you been, man? With a $5 super chat. I have a 5-minute drone camera video I made about COVID-19. Where can I send the link for you to critique? Well, you can send it right here, constructivecriticism@gmail.com. Make sure you put your username as the subject. I'm looking at the email right now. It's like, hey, Ken, watch this. And then you know how it cuts off the subject? So I don't know who it's from. Just put, Andrew Riddick as the subject.
Hey, just about videos about COVID, I have to give a shout out to Sean Geeksvarna. He published a great video the other day about the kind of epidemic and the impact that pandemic, and the effects it's having on us drone fanatics. So that video did not get as many views as it should because of an annoying glitch with YouTube notifications. So please go and look at Geeksvarna's channel and look at that video he produced, because it does reflect how we're all feeling at the moment, especially those who are stuck indoors and quarantined and can't come to the pub and have a beer.
Yeah, I did see that. That was very, very good.
Very moving video.
It was moving. Wow, I have so many people sending stuff in.
Just click one at random.
That's what I'm gonna do. Got one here from Iraq, E-R-O-C, Frederick. Iraq?
Iraq?
I don't know.
Wow.
It says, Ken, mandatory complimenting and blah, blah, blah. Love your show, blibbity, blah, blah. You are a corny goofball and you own it. Yeah, I am.
It's cool.
I myself am a professional YouTube troll. It doesn't pay the bills, but it amuses me. Okay.
Hang on, you're not a troll, Ken. He's saying you're a troll.
Oh, no, I don't think that's what he's saying.
Okay.
Anyway, so he's got this video that he wants me to check out.
Sounds good.
Anyway, be brutal, he says, and constructively criticize my video, please. I know my transitions and effects were cheesy. This was my first try at a vlog. Okay.
Okay.
And
Sounds
and that's
interesting.
another thing. We don't know how much experience in editing that these people have. You know,
True.
it's I have so many people that write to me and say, "Hey man, I want to be a YouTuber just like you." Well, there's certain things that you really, if you want to become a, and I'm just recent. I'm doing YouTube since 2008,
Yeah.
and not really getting into it really until 2011, and it took me from 11 until just about 8 months ago to be able to do this full time. So it's a lot of investment.
But
If
you
you
could have
have,
done it full time long before, and you're right. It's a core set of skills, isn't it? I look back at my first videos and I cringe. I'm embarrassed, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
realise how much I've learned.
yeah,
Since
go back and watch some of my older videos.
I'm going to do that.
I'm making some of the same mistakes that I'm advising you to not to make with some of my older videos. But
Yeah, exactly.
the
how
skills
we learn.
that you'll need, so, there's some people that everybody loves drones that's watching. Okay, this is a great time if you've had footage piling up that you haven't edited. Now we're all stuck inside to try to edit some of that stuff, and it'll take people longer than others to do that. But hopefully, we're showing you some tips on how to make them a little bit more viewable. In order to be a YouTuber, I would say you have to have the time, the commitment, the ability to edit is very important. I would say that, and I give this advice to everybody: be in your videos as a person. People invest in your personality sometimes more than your content.
Agreed. And it takes a lot of guts and a lot of confidence to get in front of a camera. But trust me, you settle into it within a couple of videos, and it does make a difference because people are not just in this business as a viewer to watch a drone video, because they can watch those anywhere. But when they start to get to know you, sometimes they won't like you, but a lot of the time they will, and they'll hit that subscribe button. And it's only when I started, I think people have a love-hate relationship with me because I am blunt, I'm very brutal, but I say things that other YouTubers don't want to say, and some people love that. Other people are a little bit more fragile and they don't like it. But
Well-
until you put yourself out there, people can't make that decision. So get in front of the camera, guys, and present your content, explain where it is and where you captured it, and then show it.
Yes, everything needs context. You're telling a story, and yeah, to get in front of the camera is a little bit easier once you've had a few beers, right?
Hey, I've got a coffee here as well.
Yeah.
Not an Irish coffee, it's a real one.
Okay, let's get over here and check out the next video. So this is the
random.
International Church of Cannabis. Okay, okay. I reserve the right to stop critiquing in the middle of any of these videos.
Reminds me of the scene
1200
from the Human Centipede, that thumbnail.
20, yeah, it's an intriguing thumbnail. All right, so here we go. Let's
It's
check
got us
it.
interested, hasn't it?
Pretty excited. I am excited to go to church. There's a painting in this church that I'm going to film with the drone. It's pretty cool and pretty strange at the same time, I'm not gonna lie. I've only seen pictures online, and they asked me not to show anybody. They gave me the password to go on their website and check the stuff
I
out.
could just say
So
one
please
thing, Ken.
don't show-
Yeah.
Image stabilization.
Yeah, and the audio is very low. I'm having to
Old
bump
time
this up.
church. They said it's
But
112
it's a
Yeah.
good start. I'm intrigued as to what this is about.
That one's from Catholic church. I have no idea what kind of church this is that I'm going to, but I'm gonna find out really soon. They're gonna let me fly the drone inside the church.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
This
that's
is awesome.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
very
Wow.
unusual.
It snowed yesterday, and look at the mountains.
And I love this song. I've used this song before.
What
I think.
song is this? Is this a copyrighted song?
I think it's no, it's not. I think it's a YouTube
Is it a
music
YouTube song?
library. And
Okay.
if you guys need music for any of your drone shots, go to the YouTube music library. It's free. You won't get any copyright
Or-
strikes for it, and it's really
or-
good tracks.
Or
Or, are you ready?
yeah.
Epidemic Sound. Free trial links in the description. Take a look now.
Okay. Remember, this is sponsored by a music service. Although, yes, YouTube does offer some horribly cheesy music for you to use.
Yeah, that's true. It is a bit cheesy.
Yeah, this video is 350. I like that he keeps moving with the edits.
Yeah, but I think the problem is when people look at drone footage of a church, they expect it to be a bit slow and calm, and this is a little bit.
This is very MTV. It's Let me pause this. I mean, it's all. Hold on, let me see if I can.
We need some flashing.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, come to church. Check it out. Woo! Pass the collection plate around. Remember, Jesus saves. Woo! That kind of thing. It's a little bit of a juxtaposition. Maybe that's what he was going for. I'm just saying. Okay, now we're gonna brace ourselves.
Brace yourself.
Yeah.
You should have waited on the music.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So, well, maybe that makes more sense.
Yeah, I think should we go on to the next drone video?
Yeah. Is this the inside of the church?
I've not got
I see. Okay. I like the effects. I don't know if I can use that music, but wow. Yeah.
Random.
This is, wow. That's a lot of color.
I don't know what's in this beer can. Am I tripping here or?
Yeah, I think maybe somebody dosed your beer.
Yeah.
This is interesting. I'm going to go to the end here, and it doesn't look like he came back. If you're going to host in the beginning, it's good to have a bookend on the back. Now, this is a good establishing shot. This would have been good in the beginning.
I agree. Reverse the shot. Although whenever you reverse the shot, just make sure you don't capture anything with cars or people, because you'll get them driving and walking backwards.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Big mistake drone people.
I accused Matthias Allring, professional backwards flyer, of doing that in one of his original videos. Like, there's no way this dude's flying backwards, and turns out he was. He was actually flying backwards. Andrew, Riddick, is another $5 super chat. Thanks, man. Hey. Sent you the link, and hope you can get to it today. I don't know if I can, Andrew, but you're one of my favorites, Andrew.
Oh yeah.
I actually met him and his lovely family.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah. El Smeghead with a 5-pounder. Hey.
Hey.
There you go. A little bit late.
Sorry.
That's
it's
all right.
the lag. It's the lag across the
lag. Yeah. It's an old video now, but you can constructively criticize my Elan Valley Lakes and Dams video. I'll post a link below.
Sounds good.
Thank you. And Tom's Trains and Things with a $5 super chat. Sent you a link last week. Hope you can find it from the thousands of entries, maybe hundreds. Well, it's not thousands, but it is quite a few. Let me see if I can. And I did say that super chats will bump you up to the front.
Oh yeah.
Much to the dismay of others. But Tom's Trains and Things. Okay, so he sent the link, and he put his username in the subject line. Bibbity bam! Look at that. He did. I'll be gosh darned. And once again, just to let everybody know, going to demonstrate how to edit some audio to fit your video in a little bit.
You guys were talking about this on the last one, and it's a really interesting topic. Should you edit your drone footage to an audio track or an audio track to your drone footage?
Yeah.
Sometimes I find when I've shot a load of drone footage and I'm not quite sure what I want to do with the edit, I find that finding an audio track helps me to edit the drone footage to it.
Yes.
Rather than the other way around.
Yeah. But don't let your audio dictate the length.
Agreed.
Because you can always, and that's what I'm going to show you. You can always shorten it.
And I always do. I use Adobe Premiere to edit audio, which isn't ideal, but it actually does a really good job. Yeah, I often extend tracks actually rather than shorten them.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about Epidemic Sound.
You need echo, Kev. Do the echo.
Epidemic Sound. Free trial links in the description. Get 30 days free. Because, do you use Epidemic?
No, I think they emailed me once and said I can use their audio for free.
Okay.
I need to take them up on that.
Let me just show you this. Now, this is Epidemic Sound. This is what it looks like when you go there. This is the main page. So I'm going to go to the latest, and they are constantly making new stuff. So I'm just going to pick something here, like this one. This is just says trap, and you can go through and do searches. And the beat should drop here. Let's drop that beat, yo! Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Girl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Isn't that a lyric? When they go, girl.
Probably. Don't know how you spell it though.
Hey, shouty. So
I was just about to start rapping, Ken. You cut me off there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you were ramping up. Let me just go ahead and show you this now very quickly. I'm going to download this. So I click the download, and it gives you an option. You can download what you just heard as a full mix, or you can download the stems.
Oh, so split tracks.
Yes. So you can. What you do here is. So I'm downloading this as I'm streaming. That won't break the internet at all. And I'll just bring this over here so you can see. Now, double click on this, and you can see that it breaks it up into drums, the bass line, instrumentals, and the melody, and it also gives you the main track. So let me just bring this up here. This is Adobe Audition. So this is.
It's worth noting. Most of these guys won't have Audition, but you can do the same in Premiere as well, pretty much.
Yeah, and there's, there's Audacity. There's all kinds of.
Or even DaVinci as well, a free.
Yeah.
I think a lot of guys out there are using DaVinci because it's free, so it's really good.
DaVinci, okay.
Yeah.
So here is the track in my editor, and that's the great thing about the Adobe family of programs is that if you're editing video in Adobe Premiere, and you want to edit just the audio part of any video track, then you can bring it up in Audition. So let's say I wanted to make this just 2 measures long, right?
Oh, yeah.
Feel free to rap at any time. So I want to shorten that. So I'm going to go to the end here and see and listen how it ends. So it's got one of those endings where it doesn't really have a downbeat on the ending.
Quite nice. I like that though. It's nice for a credit scene.
Right. So just as an audio editor, you want to grab the upbeat. So you want to start right here. All right, and you just grab that. Copy it. Listen to it again. And that's how it ends. So then we go back over here, and you can count it off.
I like this song, Ken. Can you email this to me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl. So you want it to end. So that beat right there, right? You want to paste. I know this is terribly boring. Paste that, what you just copied in the end, and that should. Right? So there you go. Now that's
nice.
33 seconds long, and you've just made that fit your video. Now, what do you do with all this stuff here? You can leave it, or you can just highlight, delete it, and then there you go. And then you have that. And now here's Ash to rap.
Yeah. I'm on with Ken. Talk about drones.
Break it down. Big finish, Ash.
I like it.
Okay. Hopefully that was helpful.
This is so random. The people, the
Isn't
staff
it?
here are looking at me like I'm mental.
Well, you are kind of mental.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's like we were saying earlier, that audio editing is another essential skill in the YouTuber toolbox, along with video editing. And it only takes, I would say, being a YouTuber, 6 months before you can master audio and video editing.
Yeah, and it's all non-destructive linear editing. It's all pretty much like word processing.
Yeah.
They're all pretty much the same.
And it's a hobby. You will find, I personally, when I go out and shoot with my drone, it's a little bit like an SLR camera. I bought a really nice Canon SLR camera. Anybody can take that camera on auto mode and shoot some photos with it. It's the editing afterwards that the skill comes in. You can go and shoot a wedding. It's the editing it in Lightroom that's where the real skill comes in. And it's exactly the same with shooting footage with a drone. Anybody can fly a DJI drone. Anybody. But not everybody can fly a drone, capture the footage, and edit it into a good-looking video. So
that's true. And don't let it overwhelm you either. You can do it in layers. You can do it in layers. There's the video editing. There's the audio from the video editing. There's Lightroom where you do some touch-ups and things. Don't let it overwhelm you.
Exactly. Right. And there's no rush. Don't worry about the first 1,000 subscribers. You know, I can't pronounce his name, but AE4XO in the chat. He's been on since 2006 and still doesn't have 1,000. Who cares? Do it for you. Don't do this for anybody else. Upload videos for yourself. Don't just try and get sub counts, because the more you chase that sub count, the further away it becomes. Trust me.
That's
but
true.
Make content that you want to make, not that you think your viewers want you to make, because you need to enjoy this. And trust me, I had 4 or 5 months away from YouTube because I just got fed up. And it's only when I rediscovered YouTube a month, 2 months ago, and decided, right, I'm making content that I want to make, not content simply to follow the views and the subs.
Right, and don't look at the other bowlers. That's what I always say. You know what I mean? Like, and I followed that mantra all through my radio career. It's very easy to look at the other people creating similar content and go, well, they're doing this, so I'm going to do that. Don't react to other people's video. You do what you do you. And then something I always think would look great on a t-shirt is, do what you love, and people will love what you do.
Oh, hang on, let me just get a sick bucket.
All right, let's go to Tom's Trains and Things video here. This is, and his last name has a V, smack dab right next to a K, and I can't pronounce it, so I'm not going to try. Tom's Trains and Things. Here we go. This is Strasburg Part 3. I'm guessing that we can pick it up from. We won't. The context will make sense, even though we missed parts 1 and 2. So. Here.
Really enjoy this, Kev. It's like having a beer with you. Forget the fact that 100 people are watching or so, but it's really fun. I'm enjoying this.
How many people are watching?
I don't know. I can't see the thing.
Oh, somebody tell me in the chat as I start this over again. So
probably 3,000.
3,000. Wow. Great.
Probably.
Yeah. All right.
The closer we get to the weekend of May 16th, the more it looks like this meet and greet is going to be canceled.
By the way, let me just say, this is great composition. He's got good lighting, great blurred background there with what is that? A TRS-80 in the background that looks like an old floppy disk computer amongst his
floppy disks. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got his YouTube banner. Looks good, man. This is good.
Yeah.
All right.
It keeps you interested.
So in this series of Let's Visit Strasburg, Part 3. We're going to take a look at the Red Caboose Motel, the Toy Train Museum, and the Choo Choo Barn. So let's get going with this right now.
Ooh,
wow.
Man, that came at me.
I was expecting Arnold Schwarzenegger to pop up then.
It's time for Tom's Trains and Things.
I'll be back.
Big fan of the things more than Tom. Sorry, Tom.
Stick to the English accent.
Yeah, you're right. I apologize for flipping through this 7.5 minute long video over here.
But it's quite educational, this. I like the way he's presented it.
Yeah. Now, his audience will be, fellow train enthusiasts. This is great.
Is Strasbourg in France, or is there a Strasbourg in America somewhere?
Oh, don't we have a copy of everything?
Yeah, true. I think you even have a Birmingham, don't you? We have a Birmingham as well.
Well, we have a Birmingham. You have a Birmingham.
Birmingham.
You have a Birmingham. We have a Birmingham.
You have a Bristol?
I think we got one of them too.
Well, we only got one.
What does it sound? I mean, I'm already doing an American accent. What does it sound like to a Brit that I'm doing a Southern accent? What does that sound like?
I don't know. It sounds quite strange.
That's pretty good. Wow, this is an interesting place with all these. What's more than one caboose? Is it cabai?
I have not got a clue what a caboose is. I thought it was an animal.
Caboose? Cabooses. Caboose?
Cabooses.
It's 1 mouse, 2 mice. 1 caboose, 2 caboose.
Where's the drone footage, though?
Well, I mean, this doesn't all have to be drone footage. I mean, we're critiquing anyone's video here.
Okay. Sorry.
So we're getting a look inside the train museum. Not a huge fan of zooming in on still images. If you can get some video.
My son would love this. He's obsessed with trains. He's 3 today, actually.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thanks.
So I'm just going to flip through here. This is good stuff in the museum for people who are interested in this kind of train stuff. I had an American Flyer set that would actually puff smoke. You put the pill tablets in there.
He's got one.
From the 40s.
Tank engine. You put water in it and it sprays smoke out. It's very clever.
And my mom
Let's go take a look at what's that
threw it away.
choo-choo barn.
Oh, I thought there was going to be a real
Now,
happy ending there.
I'm gonna say something that train dudes watching and Tom will know. Plasticville. I had a whole box full of Plasticville. You know what that is?
No.
You're probably seeing some of it here, where it's little plastic benches and people in stores, mostly from the 40s.
Ah, okay.
From the 40s, so it's like old supermarket-looking things. Anyway, I set it up every time at Christmas, but I
That'd
could
be worth money now, I bet.
Oh, absolutely. I don't have it because Mom threw it away. Yeah, Mom throws stuff away. Anyway.
Mums do that.
Yeah, they
She
do.
throws my stuff away as well, my mum.
This is great. I would put a GoPro on one of those cameras if they would let me, or one
I'd
of the
put
trains.
FPV. I'd put FPV goggles and
Yeah.
FPV camera.
That'd be great. This is awesome. And then he comes back at the end here. He comes back at the end.
I was digging through some old photographs from about 19
Love his
years
beard.
ago,
I need a
and
beard like that.
That's a great beard.
He's got more hair on his
Awesome.
beard than he has on his head. I'm getting there soon,
Yeah.
I think.
So good job, Tom. Thanks for sending that
good.
in. The audio
nice.
seems good. Your beard is well coiffed. So coiffed that's a word, right? I didn't just make that up.
I think I'm going to write that one down.
Coiffed.
Learning lots of words tonight.
Yeah, all right. So there looks like we have quite a few people watching here. Thank you very much. If you're just checking out this stream, so far we're doing it every Monday. 4 shows in, looks like it might be a thing. If you're enjoying it, please let me know, as I'm going to go back and read all the comments that I haven't seen. Peter,
And let Ken know if you want me back on as well, guys, because I'm a temporary co-host here. I'm enjoying this. I want to do it again.
you're welcome anytime.
Oh, shucks.
Peter
Shucks.
Messdorf with a $10 super chat. Thanks, man.
What?
Ken, I love the way you explain video and audio editing and don't make it look complicated. Well,
Ken,
yeah.
are we supposed to do the this pump thing?
Yes. We got. Yeah,
Late.
I'm late on that one. Thank you. Well, truth be told, we only pound it when it's a pound from like the UK or I don't know what we do for euros yet. But
probably not a lot because the euro's not doing very well. at
Isn't
the
it?
moment.
Hey, how do you feel? How's that old Brexit thing working out?
What's that? Everyone's talking about the pandemic now. People
Yeah,
have
I know,
forgotten
right?
it entirely.
Yeah.
It's quite nice.
Yeah.
Refreshing change.
Take Brexit and add a bit of pandemic and then go to Sweden. Is that what you did?
Pandexit.
Right. He's got
Yeah,
he's got an English accent, but he's in Sweden now. You live there, right?
Fruity. Meatballs.
And you don't do the Swedish chef. Not when you're in Sweden, man. But you can actually speak Swedish, right?
Jag kan tala lite svenska. Ja.
And that's the extent of his Swedish.
Ja. Jag kan tala om dig och du ska inte förstå vad jag säger.
I'm just amazed that people can speak a second language so easily.
I'll teach you some, Ken.
You can't.
On the next show.
I can't, my brain. I'm 53. There's no way. I always like to learn new things, but there's no freaking way. I English and
Say
pig
this.
Latin.
Say this. Say jag heter Ken.
Can't do it.
Oh, come on.
What was that again?
Jag
Flurgen,
heter
glurgen, de flurgen, glurg. I got it. All right. All right.
Oh.
So I don't know.
David Cassidy. I
yeah.
can hardly speak American, said David Cassidy.
American. Is that a language? Hey, man, he ain't speaking American. What are you doing? So I don't know if Peter wanted me to watch one of his videos or what. I don't see his name in the. All right. So who do we go to next? Oh, let's chat very briefly about something that I wanted to touch on, and I think you did as well. All this new drone technology that's coming out. Now, there's people watching that. I don't know how to say this without being insensitive. There's a lot of, and I'm not accusing anybody, but it seems like some people, not you guys, other people, but some people believe that buying the latest and greatest technology will make them a better photographer. If you have a drone that's 4 or 5 years old and you know how to work it and it films properly and looks good, keep using it. There's no need to get the latest and greatest thing that predicts earthquakes and perks coffee and gives you hugs or whatever it does. There's no there's no need for that. What?
Can I do-
What, Ash? And he's gone. Oh no, he's gone. You there? Yeah, he said that restaurant he's in had really great internet. And he's back. What happened?
No, it's frozen.
Yeah, you got disconnected.
I think we broke the internet in Sweden.
Yeah. What were you
I was
saying?
just gonna say, I put a video. I completely agree with you, and I put a video out on this because I was sick of seeing videos that started with breaking news. There's a new drone coming out, and these guys some of them can't fly the drone they have, and yet they need to buy the next best thing, and it's a little bit like buying a Ferrari before you can drive your Skoda. And
Right.
we should enjoy what we have and not just constantly focus on what might be coming next. Because yes, it's exciting, but we don't necessarily need it yet.
Well, it depends on what you enjoy. If you enjoy getting new technology and figuring it out, then more power to you. If you can afford it, I'm saying the people that are desperately wanting to improve their skills, buying new technology won't do that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
If you want to become a great drone pilot, you can hone your skills with a $40 toy.
Yeah.
Your flying skills. Now, as far as the cameras and settings and everything, if it's your goal to shoot 28K footage and then post it, then sure, get the next the DJI 19 or whatever, Phantom 47 or whatever. But if you have a Phantom 3 Professional, that's still a great drone.
It's brilliant.
I kind of miss mine.
First DJI drone.
I kind of miss mine. I had my first was a Phantom 2 with no FPV on it. You just kind of had to point it at stuff and hope. It had that Zen Muse thing for the GoPro in the bottom. And you know what? Let me show you some footage from that. Didn't
they have a lovely clumsy way of flying, didn't they? The old original Phantoms. But it was a real pleasure to fly it. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Ash, tell us a really funny joke.
Crap.
Oh man, he's not prepared.
Nope. Why did the chicken cross the road?
To have a hokey American accent?
No, because KFC was closed.
Ah, geez. All right. Well, anyway, I can't find that particular, but
Sorry.
flying the Phantom 2 was fingers crossed, hope I don't smash into something kind of stuff.
It was a bit, wasn't it?
Anyway, to bring it back around, you don't necessarily need the latest and greatest thing to get great footage.
I keep seeing videos from drone reviewers online on YouTube, and they keep saying, has it got 4K 60 FPS? And when they actually try and explain why they need 4K 60 FPS, they actually don't know. And the problem is viewers are seeing those videos, consumers are seeing those videos and thinking, I must have 4K 60 FPS. They don't know why they think they must need it, but because they're listening to people that say they need it. And the people that say they need it don't know why they need it. So just enjoy what you've got, guys. Enjoy it.
It's a lot of bragging rights too. Like, hey, I got the Autel 6K thingamawhat's. It's orange and it's cool. But hey, that's another thing I wanted to tell everybody out there. And I don't know. I'm going to make a video on this. I was going to start filming for it today, actually. Ooh. There's a magic word that everybody needs to know, and that word is proxies.
Oh yes,
right?
For editing.
Because very often I'll get emails from people, oh, I can't edit any of my footage. My computer is crappy. Well, proxies. And what that is, and most every video editor has proxies where it will create a second file for you to edit from. Like a 720. You don't have to edit in 4K. You can edit in a proxy of that file that your computer can handle. I'll explain it better in a video coming up.
Do a video. Yeah, that's a good idea. And not everybody needs it, but if you're a new amateur editor and you haven't quite got the editing rig with a CPU and that's an i50, doesn't exist. Right. An i9.
Right.
Then proxies are a lifesaver. But anyway, yeah, definitely.
Let's go to who else? Anybody else?
We need to do some critiques.
Super chat me to the front of the line. Anybody else? Was it Andrew? I think. Let's see if Andrew's link is in the email here. Andrew, come on, Andrew. There he is. Okay. All right. Yeah, he sent me 2 to be sure.
Oof.
All right. So this is COVID-19 5-minute video. Okay, so this is going to be uplifting. Hopefully. I don't want to see anything depressing.
Well, let's face it, it's topical, isn't it?
It really is. You know, this actually, you know, aside from being scary and surrounded by death, this is a great time to get stuff done.
You're right. Yeah, you should see my editing pile. And I need to do a video about this soon, about how I manage my footage and my folder structures. And I want to show a start to finish edit, if that would interest people at some point, because this is a great time to edit all that stuff that you filmed. And I've got reviews of a drone from a year ago that I still haven't. There's no point because the drone's not even available anymore.
Yeah, I usually film stuff and then save it and then edit it as I go. And I have a video that I filmed with my mom, an FPV video with my mom over Christmas, where I crash in a tree. And so I'm gonna post that. It's a great time to get caught up with stuff.
It is. Yeah.
It's also fun to sit on the couch in your underwear and watch Netflix. But you know, when you're done that, then go edit your stuff. So this is
that's a very different video, Ken. Keep that one in your private collection.
Yeah, I'll keep that one. Yeah. So this is this is from Andrew Reddick, and this is isn't it funny though how anything that has to do with the virus, YouTube will put this.
I know. I published
thing.
a video about Spanish using drones to warn people to get off the streets for quarantine, and YouTube held back the video briefly because it had the word COVID and coronavirus in the keywords.
Yeah, they're not doing that anymore.
No, luckily.
Yeah, because it would overwhelm their algorithm.
Is this a drone or a car? Oh, ouch. Okay. That was an interesting transition. I quite like that.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Andrew's stuff. He's really good about
It's quite nice.
B-roll.
No matter where you're at in the world, the last few weeks have changed our lives in ways that we would have never imagined.
Yeah. Nice static overhead shot.
I like this, yeah. That's another thing. Drones don't need to move.
Yeah, they don't.
As long as something is moving in the shot, the drone itself doesn't need to be moving.
Right. Think of your drone as a tripod in the sky. You can put it anywhere in three-dimensional space. It doesn't have to be flying around all the time.
Absolutely.
You can use it as a jib shot, just a gentle rise. Sometimes and I don't mean to talk over your stuff here because I'm sure it's very heartfelt, but sometimes I'll see in movies, sometimes I wonder, is that a jib or is that a drone shot where it's just slowly rising?
You watch films from the 90s and you see the shot that now would be via a drone, and you know that back then it took 5 people in a crane.
Yeah.
But think about what we take for granted.
Ah, that was cool. See, you thought it was a tripod and then it took off.
Yeah.
So he's got an assistant.
When was the last time you stopped and took notice?
I love those night moody shots with the Mavic 2 Pro is lovely at that because of its nice big sensor. Great at night photography. I don't know what drone this was shot with.
That now stands empty.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Mavic 2 because that looks very Mavic 2 at night.
By the way, just a quick aside. If you have a monetized YouTube channel and you're going to be flying at night, you will need your 14 CFR Part 107.29 daytime waiver. Another video that I need to do to show people how to get that.
A restaurant that now sits empty and dark.
Did you see that?
Nice
Did you see that where he reached for the knob and that was cool.
And he disappeared.
You hear the crowd noise? The crowd noise. See?
A restaurant that
was a great. Did you hear it?
And dark.
Good job, Andrew.
I like that.
Yeah.
No, we don't have. Moody. Very, very. It's very hard to shoot at night.
It is.
The drone has a regular camera, and it's quite. Yeah, it's nice and moody, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very melancholy, and I like his use of slow motion here. Forgive me, I'm gonna flip through here. You know, yeah, this is really good. I like his haggard unshaven look that he went for here. Hats off to the makeup people.
When I saw your video
Be careful, maybe that.
No, I'm unshaven myself. I mean, I just didn't feel like it. You know what I mean?
the people around me or my
Yeah.
community really got me thinking.
We're all laughing as he's trying to be serious here.
Yeah.
So, no, that was good stuff there.
That was good.
Very good. Thank you for sending that in. I appreciate the
I
super
reckon
chat.
close your eyes, Ken, and click on a random link in your inbox.
That's pretty much what I've been doing.
Just be careful of those online orders that you've.
But I see a lot of drama happening here in the
Oh wow!
in the chat, and I thank the moderators for
Good work, Agent K. Yeah, this is a problem, isn't it? That we have on YouTube. Everybody's seen this bloody Tim and Tom, a mixtape that comments on every single video uploaded to YouTube right now, saying, "Great video, you need to do this. Let's be friends." Please, guys, watching this, if you see those comments on videos, which you will, click on the little dots and mark them as unwanted promotional spam, because there's a bot that's plaguing YouTube and has been for 4 months now. Changing name constantly, trying to advertise fake views and fake subs, and it's unstoppable right now.
Okay.
Traptown, that's it, Elsmeged. Yeah, Traptown is one of their nicknames. It's also Tim, Tom, and a few other names.
Let's see. Oh, we got like 134 people watching now, so that's good. That's encouraging.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
See, the people dig this. It's not as flashy as TNL, is it?
It doesn't need to be, Ken. You know what? I watched the whole of the last stream last week, and I rarely watch a whole stream on YouTube, but I watched the whole thing because I loved watching it and listening to advice and constructive crit. So it's really good.
Oh, good. I'm glad. And again, let me know in the chat what you think of this whole thing. I am trying to move these videos along. I mean, I could just randomly chit chat all night with Ash.
You need beer, Ken. You need beer.
That's what I need. I need beer. All right. I have one from Scott. Again, if you want to send one in for next week or even today, you can send it to constructivecriticism@gmail.com. That's constructivecriticism@gmail.com. All right. And so I have one here. I'm going to copy and then paste over to here, this screen, and then bibbity bop and bobbity boop like that. This is from Scott Stoffer.
Cool name.
Yeah.
Crasher 7.
Crasher 7 promo. I don't know what this is, but it seems
cool. So is this
cool.
a show reel or a...
I don't know what it is. It's less than a minute long.
Okay, must be a show reel.
Maybe. Let's see.
I'm excited for this one.
It happened 3 years ago, on January 1st, 2016. This time, it's personal.
Oh,
Oh!
Favorite aircraft.
Oh, dear.
Oh, crap. Oh.
Wow.
I guess this is why his name's Crasher.
Yeah. I like this.
Oh.
I mean, I don't like that it's, destroying a bunch of... But it's cool to watch.
This is pretty much like how I learned to fly this.
Yeah. Oh, the man hours on these things. It takes a long time to construct these fixed wings.
I used to build them. This is where I started, planes and helicopters.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, Crasher 7. So
that's
if
pretty
that's
good,
a show
man.
reel,
That was
I would
well
knock that
done.
into my mind.
Yeah, well done. That was very good.
Okay.
Any other comments on that? The only thing I would say is maybe it might have been, with a little bit of voiceover, like I was doing. Like,
This time, it's personal. Coming this summer, rated PG-13 for fixed-wing violence.
Not available in some cinemas. Terms and conditions apply.
yeah.
Direct to VHS.
Oh, this is fun. I need more beer.
Yeah, more beer. More beer. All right.
I'll just test my autofocus.
So this, usually my co-host will crap out at this point and go, "That's it, I'm out. I got an hour for you, Ken. That's it." But it's beer 30. It looks like you can go a little bit longer.
The autofocus isn't working, but my beer is. So I'm happy to stay for another hour.
Oh, okay. We'll see what happens.
All right.
We'll see if
Chat,
the
in
audience
guys in the
doesn't
chat, How long do you
dwindle.
want here for?
Caleb S with a $10 super chat. Sent you the link to my first attempt at a video looking for some constructive criticism before I adopt too many bad habits. Caleb S in the username somewhere in the subject line. Okay, Caleb S. Again, you can send your videos to this email address as I thought originally that you would be able to post your link directly in the chat, but only moderators can do that. So I think maybe what I'll do next time is give you access, Ash, to the email.
Oh, yes.
And then you can post the links to the ones that we'll check out. That might make it move a little smoother, because you can be doing that while I'm clicking on other stuff, because there's a lot of stuff in here to click. I mean, I got buttons over here. I got this one. You know, I got all that kind of stuff.
Hard life having that many buttons, Ken.
Too many buttons. Too many buttons. So, looking for Caleb S. Let's see. Caleb S.
Hey.
Hey.
Burp, 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 burp. I heard someone else speak English.
Do you want to meet Ramona?
Is that universal?
Ramona. Do you want to say a little hello?
Hey. Hey, Ramona. How you doing?
Oh, the autofocus isn't working. He said, how are you doing?
Oh, so I'm looking at this one.
Yes.
I was looking here before.
Ah, you can look.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thanks for speaking English.
Okay.
He said, thanks for speaking English.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys just chit-chat in Swedish.
Okay.
Howdy.
Howdy. Yeah, nice. So Ash has the whole restaurant to himself.
It's great.
Let's see. Caleb.
They're so good at this place.
Can't find Caleb. I can't find
you,
Caleb.
It in the chat, or did he?
Oh no, I got it.
Ken, I'm going to send you a link as well. You have to show mine, because we talked about backwards shots. You have to show one of mine in a bit.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it in the chat. I'll wait my turn.
Richie Himes with the $5 super chat. Thanks, Richie. You guys really, I do appreciate it so much. You are keeping the lights on. I also have a Patreon account if you're feeling really generous and you want to become a monthly supporter. Patreon.com/Ken Heron, I believe it is. And I have 21 patrons now. Woohoo!
Well, Ken, that's 21 more than I have.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. I opened a Patreon.
You know what? And Mike Roche is one of the big dogs in the Patreon world.
Mike is great. Mike keeps YouTube running. I literally think at night Mike has a little wheel that he's turning to keep YouTube going, because he is everywhere and he's a great viewer.
Mike Roche with a $5 super sticker. Oh my goodness!
Stickers, I like stickers. Yes, I do.
All right.
Oh God, yeah, that was painful in the ear.
Was it too loud? No, sorry about that.
Yeah, it was.
All
Sorry.
right. My bad. Hey, let's do it again.
Stickers, I like stickers.
All right. So Caleb S. See how easily I get distracted? I got ADHD, HD, DVD, HDAV, HDMI.
Oh my God.
Yep, I got all that. All right, so we're gonna go to Caleb. And we're gonna go over like that. We're gonna burr like over down there, cut paste, and we'll go burr like over down there like that, like burr.
Yeah.
All right.
Breaking rules.
Breaking the rules. All right.
Ooh, that's nice. Again, not a lot of text in these thumbnails, but that's a nice shot though.
Yeah. Wait, where is it? Wait.
Really nice shot. Lovely sunset.
Sunset Lake. Caleb S. Here we go.
Just a point on the title there.
Yeah.
Sunset Lake where? Always try and put the location, because that will get you.
Oh, absolutely.
From people searching.
Yeah, I think people dismiss titles.
Definitely.
Titles are so important, especially for small YouTube channels. And I
thought those boats were going to crash.
Yeah, that was good. I found this
Horizon.
out today, actually, that using tags in your videos is very important to small YouTubers. It's YouTubers with like 100,000 or more that YouTube will actually make tags for them based on their past performance. And I know this because in my latest video that did very well, I didn't have any tags. For some reason I forgot. No tags at all. And it did very well. So I think, and I looked it up and I found that YouTube will, fortunately, I have a lot of subscribers, will generate tags for you.
Wow,
but for
that's
the
good.
smaller YouTubers, title over tags. Very important.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure about this music. It sounds like a copyrighted thing. So sorry, Caleb.
Yeah. Also, guys, when you start shooting, look at the horizon, and if your horizon is wonky like it is here, it needs to be 1 degree to the left. Use your manual horizon adjustment for your gimbal. Pretty much every drone has it. Every DJI drone has it, where you can manually tilt the gimbal roll slightly. Manually.
Yes, and adjust your gimbal settings so that it's not so dramatic in movements.
Agreed. Yeah, although you do have tripod mode as well, so remember to use tripod mode. And you can correct your horizon in post, like there. That's a lovely shot, but it feels like we're going to fall down the hill. Such a lovely shot.
Yeah, and it does look like the horizon is a little crooked. Yeah.
It is at least 2 degrees, 3 degrees to the left. Yeah, but that's a lovely shot.
It is a lovely shot. It does look like the world is off kilter. So
I like your American accent, Ken. Where in America are you?
What?
Where in America are you, Ken?
I'm in Tennessee, but I do not have a Tennessee accent.
Okay.
I grew up in Philadelphia. I am a Yankee. I am an anomaly here in Tennessee.
Anomaly.
I am. And for my fellow Tennesseans, an anomaly means no, sorry. They're gonna have pitchforks out front of my house. Sorry, people. I know you know what it means. You got your word of the day calendars. I know. It's so easy to make fun of Tennesseans, but I love them. I love them so much.
One of our viewers is an hour and a half from where I am in Hillier.
Yeah, I was telling Ash before we started this that I'm surprised how many viewers I have in Sweden. I get Swedish people messaging me quite often, and I thank you guys for it.
Definitely. Yeah, I think Europe in general. You know, my audience is largely American, but my second is the UK, and I think perhaps for the Americans, your audiences are probably largely European or American as well.
I think it's American first, and then Canada, and but like
Canada.
My analytics show that people in Europe are watching Thursday Night Live. There, quite a few people are staying up till 2 a.m. That is a huge compliment.
Yeah, I bet they don't have 3-year-olds.
Right. Like, is Geeks Vana still in there? I think Geeks Vana was
Sure doesn't sleep.
One of the few people that watched the entire 24-hour live stream. Speaking of which, let me just show you this. The live stream earned $2,492.50, and this is a big check that I'm going to be presenting to Meals on Wheels. Thanks to those of you in the drone community for donating. I'm going to be making a video on this very soon. As soon as YouTube and Google pay me, then I can pay the Meals on Wheels people. So
that's really cool.
And that should happen any day now. Any day now. That's a country song. Did you know that?
No.
Any day now. Any day now. All right. There's one dude out there. Yeah, man, any day now. All right. Jeff Bolin with a $2 super chat. Great show, working from home and able to watch. Excellent. Thank you, sir. And Mark H with a $5 super sticker.
Stickers, I like stickers, yes I do. Stickers, I like.
Okay. And the Mo JEC with a 2-pounder. Come on. Ken has CDO. It's like OCD, but alphabetically. Yes.
Right, come on, let's get a drone shot on.
Yeah, let's do it.
I feel like your PA.
Yeah. There's people sending in stuff. I'm going to try to get to some of the people who sent in stuff for last week.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Scandinavian coffee is really good.
Yeah? Are you drinking coffee now too?
I've got both. I'm alternating.
Wow. So the beer brings you down and the coffee brings you up.
And so you end up in the middle.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Meet somewhere in the middle. Nice. All right, let's go to I think Paul Berliner. Let's see. Hey Ken, really enjoy all of your shows. I'm a retired Boeing test pilot.
Oh, wow.
Started flying
That's
quads
a cool job.
few months ago. I really enjoy making my videos, although I'm terribly uncomfortable in front of the camera. Any helpful suggestions would be greatly appreciated.
I'll give him a recommendation. Don't test the 737 MAX. Stay well away from it.
Yeah. Fly the Boeing in acro.
Imagine that.
Oh my gosh. Has anyone done that? Has anyone anywhere in the history of passenger planes ever done like a barrel roll or a flip in them? Has anybody ever done that ever?
I don't know. You watch some of the release videos when they launch a new plane, and they do kind of really push them to the limits, don't they? But I've never seen one barrel roll.
They probably, I hate to bring it down, but they probably have done it once.
Yeah, I must have.
Like, by accident.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, anyway. Ooh, Zeno too.
Yeah. All right. So this is a Zeno side-by-side comparison Gig Harbor drone guy. All right.
Okay. Let's do it.
Check it out. That's a good thumbnail.
Yep.
Hi there, it's Gig Harbor Drone Guy. Today, the Hubsan Zeno 2's first flight using the new feature, SLN RAW video capture. Let's take a look at the video. I'll meet you back here in 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and we'll talk about what we saw.
Very precise, but I like the intro. It's nice to set the scene, set the context.
Uh-huh. The whole video is 4 minutes long.
Okay, not a bad length. I think on YouTube, 4 or 5 minutes is about the average time that you, before you start to lose the attention of a viewer.
That's true.
The average video. I
can tell you that as a monetized YouTube creator, that YouTube will encourage you to do videos longer than 10 minutes. In fact, longer than 10 minutes, you have additional monetization options. So a lot of the times you'll see videos that are like right at 10 minutes long. That's why. Because they've put some filler in there to try to make it 10 minutes long to monetize it more.
It's quite nice showing the color grading.
Yeah.
I actually, however, prefer the before.
We could use a little bit of narration or something to give a little bit more context here. It looks like he's going to do that compare contrast through the whole dealio here.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back down to where he's landing here.
So it looks like the Hubsan Zeno 2 introduced a new RAW, or kind of like a D-log.
Now, first of all, you're probably wondering, what is SLN RAW? And to be honest with you, Hubsan hasn't released any information on SLN RAW, except to say in their video that it preserves more of the detail. Well, what it looks like they've done is try to emulate DJI's D-Log mode.
Well, who would want to imitate DJI? I've never seen anybody do anything like that. That would be just rude.
Yeah, they're only a market leader.
Every company in the world. What editor is that he's using back there? That's not Premiere, is it? I can't tell.
I like his background set. I'm curious to that room's got lots of interesting things going on in it.
Stand by. Someone's calling Ash. Who is it?
It's the wife. Sorry.
Do you need to talk to her? That? Yeah, I did. Yeah, man. It went. All right, let's see here.
SLN RAW gives you flexibility. However, you're going to have to be the color artist, and you're the one that
he's explaining. He's talking.
Color graded all this video.
One thing I would say, if you're going to have a shot like this, set up a second camera. Very often you will see, and let me make myself big here. Very often you will see interviews in this sort of style where their eye line is just off the camera, as if they're talking to some sort of interviewer. Are you taking a picture of me with your phone?
Yeah.
I can see you when you not see me.
I'm just showing the wife that I am still actually live on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But harassing.
Okay. So
it's fine. She's at home. I'm in the pub.
You've seen interview type things where there's an unheard interviewer, and the person being interviewed is answering questions to a person they're looking to off camera. So you can have a second camera. You can have your main camera like this, and just as if you're being interviewed by someone, and then have a second camera on the side to show, and try to use hand gestures. That actually keeps people's attention. It looks like he wasn't using a lot of hand gestures.
Yeah.
But it just depends on how you speak.
I think I do. there are some content creators out there who do use the dual camera approach, where they'll flick between the cameras, and one camera they're intentionally not looking at it. They're looking at one camera and they use the other one as a cut-in. But there's a channel called Everyday Dad, very, very successful, lots of subs. He does that all the time, and I actually find it frustrating because he flicks between the two cameras so often that it's annoying. But I think another approach is that you mix in reference footage or reference stills into your speaking. So if you're talking about, for example, the Hubsan releasing a new color profile there, show a shot of the release notes briefly whilst you're talking, overlaid on top of your narration, because that then breaks up just the shot of you.
Yeah, and if you're not that comfortable in speaking on camera, having a second camera offers you the opportunity to edit without it looking like an edit. If you have one camera and you're going to edit, you have to edit a pause out or something, it's going to be or you're zooming in or zooming out to make it look like it was intentional rather than you're editing something out. That's why I use two cameras, because very often I don't know what the heck I'm going to say.
I don't use two cameras because I can't be bothered to edit lots of footage, but I'm just lazy.
Well, no, you're not lazy. I've seen your videos. You do a lot of that interspersing of screenshots and documents and things like that.
I use that instead. But yeah, both work really well. Yeah.
And if you can manufacture an English accent, it really does give a lot of gravitas to whatever the heck you're saying.
I can assure you now, Ken, this everything is not manufactured.
Everything that he says in his videos, us Americans like, oh wow, yeah, yeah, right? I mean, in movies, if you want someone to sound intelligent, you give them an English accent, right? Am I right? Am I right?
If they're a baddie, they've got an English accent. If they're the bad guy,
no. Well, that's true sometimes. Like what was that? What was that Bruce Willis movie? Yippee-ki-yay, what was that? Tell me in the chat. What was it called? Oh, Die Hard. Die Hard.
Die Hard.
And the guy,
how did you get Die Hard?
Yeah, the guy in there had an English accent. But if you're a real baddie, like a real baddie, you know what accent they give you?
Russian.
Or German. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
We have ways of making you talk. At least in Hogan's Heroes they did. Anyway.
Yeah, I cannot do a German accent.
Yeah. And just to round that out, if you want to sound stupid, what accent do they give you?
No comment.
I tell you what, they give you a southern accent. I don't know why. I have no idea why they done did that. Anyway, my apologies to my neighbors. I apologize to my neighbors.
Yep. Anyway.
Yes, Hans Gruber. Hans Gruber was an Englishman. Yes. He was doing a German accent, wasn't he?
He is. He's German, isn't he?
I think he's an English actor.
Come on, someone with the name Hans Gruber. Gruber.
Yeah, Hans Gruber. Yeah, that's your good point. Good point. Yeah. All right. So let me see. I want to make sure that we're getting.
Oh, Alan Rickman. Yeah, Alan Rickman is very English. He's a good baddie, actually.
You got time to do a couple more?
Yeah.
Then we'll wrap it up.
3 hours. Yeah.
All right, cool. By the way, this stream is brought to you by Epidemic Sound. Free trial links in the description. If you want copyright-free music, by golly, try it out for 30 days for gratis.
Would it be tasteless for them to rename themselves Pandemic Music just temporarily?
Yes, it would.
Sorry. Okay. Anyway, drone video.
Yeah. There's so many. I just don't know.
You got to show my video as well.
Okay. Did you send me a link?
Yeah.
Where did you send that?
It's in the chat.
In the chat.
It's in the chat.
How far up? Where is it? I don't see you. Hey, Ashley's in here.
Again.
Hey, Ashley's in here.
Yay! Great name, Ashley.
Ashley. She's my co-hostess on TNL. That Ashley.
No way.
She just posted a video where she watched the original 1977 release of Star Wars: A New Hope for the very first time. It's kind of funny. You should watch it.
I actually haven't seen Star Wars yet. I'm sorry. I was a Trekkie. I've seen every Trekkie series and film. I know.
All right.
I need to watch it.
I'll be over here while you guys rip Ash apart.
Right, I've got a few hours spare tonight. Maybe I'll go and watch. Actually, how many? You need like 12 hours to watch Star Wars, don't you?
You haven't seen any of. I didn't need that.
None of it.
I actually did.
I know he's your father. That's the only thing I know.
Do you know what dropped?
What?
I'm in the process of pulling some old video off of old formats. This is an old JVC player. Have you seen it?
Oh wow! Yeah.
Let me see if I can get it.
That's a solid little chunk, isn't it? That thing.
Yeah, it's got the. That's how you do this,
Oh wow.
And it fell on the floor. I'm sure it's fine.
What's the resolution of it? Like 320p?
Oh, it's like 640 by 280 or something crazy.
Ooh, I hope it's got 60 frames per second because everybody needs it. Honest.
Here's Ash trying to change the subject. Now, you haven't seen any of the Star Wars?
No. But it's because people keep posting spoilers about him being the father and stuff. So
That's not a spoiler. There's no excuse. No excuse. And you have a small son, don't you have a kid?
I'll watch it with him when he's 20.
You cannot let your child grow up without knowing the joy of Star Wars.
But I have seen Picard. Picard was good, but he's just a bit wobbly and old now, and I'm worried about him falling over every time he runs.
You can't compare Wars and Trek. You can't do it. Sure, they both happen in space, but I can't wait to go back and read the comments. There's a link to Ash's channel in the description if you want to tear them apart yourself. Go ahead and do that. All right, we'll do 2 more.
Oh no, let's do 5 more.
All right, we'll do 5 more.
All right, let's stop talking.
-3. All right, so this one's from John Sheehan.
John Sheehan, I know that name. He's everywhere as well.
Yeah, he's a very good supporter of the channel. So we're going to go over here and we're going to put that in there like that. We'll see what he's got. Come on.
Yeah.
I flew the Radio Flyer factory with my drone and saw the world's largest little red wagon. Oh, cool. I like those.
That's a lot of text on the thumbnail. We like text, but not that much. Reduce the text a little bit, but it's cool. It's making us interested.
Yeah, and using the white with the white of the wheels and the white on the street, it's a lot of, and then putting the little drone over, it's a lot to take in.
I would have had just the bottom piece, world's largest little red wagon, by drone perhaps, something like that.
Yeah, I mean anything world's largest, people are going to want. The largest words there are radio flyer. People will see radio, and not knowing that a wagon is a radio flyer. Not everybody knows that, but world's largest wagon. Yeah, it's a brand.
I'd be thinking radio flyer was a drone, and this is a review of a radio flyer.
Oh, drone. Right. Especially since the spark there is over the words. Anyway, we've torn your thumbnail apart.
Yeah, sorry.
Now,
seeing a white spark, Ken, makes me all sentimental. About spark around the world.
Yeah, the spark around the world. Won't be doing that again. Woo, man. We did help. We did help people though. All right.
Definitely.
Hey, here's something that I don't know about. Ash, what is this button here I'm seeing? It's
applause.
Applaud. What is that about? How do you do that? Where is that from? I've never seen that.
The hell? Why does he have it? We don't.
Yeah, I don't know what's that about. Well, I'm gonna click it.
Ooh.
Oh.
YouTube tests a new clap feature that lets fans donate.
Huh. Buy a fun animated applause for $2.
February 2020. This is 2 months old.
Oh, I want applause on my channel.
I want applause.
Hey, thanks, John of Drones.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Did not know about that at all. Wow. All right, let's watch this video. What is it saying? Wait, are you Googling it now?
Yeah, you play it and I'll Google.
Okay. All right, that's a deal. Here we go.
They're testing it in certain territories. Where's this guy based?
I don't know. Maybe he'll explain where that is in the video.
Yeah, very interesting.
Look at that. Now, see, if you just film that without the building or the cars, there's no way we get the scale.
Yeah, definitely.
What you should have done is, and maybe he does it later, he will stand next to it.
That would be great. Yeah, or park a car by it.
Right. If it's the world's largest anything, you definitely want to demonstrate the scale by standing next to it or having some other kind of dealio there, but that's the Radio Flyer factory.
It looks like it was hard for him to get close to it, because if he's flying close to it, then he's very close to the building, and he obviously didn't want to do that, and I applaud him.
I see what you did there. Yeah. But it looks like the
not
gate
too
was
close to the building.
Oh, so there is access. Is that him walking?
They're probably staff in there, aren't they? I guess it's a private.
Maybe. If you're going to do something like this, you definitely want to get their permission, for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially if they're open. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if his drone drops down, next thing you know, it's stuck inside that gated premise where he can't get it back.
Yeah, I mean, this is all stuff you should be editing out, by the way, all this the flip-de-doo and the changing of the direction and all that. So I'm just going to flip through here. It's a fascinating thing, but it shouldn't be 3 minutes long. If anything, if you're just going to have the drone footage by itself, 1 minute.
Yeah, I agree. I have to also say, I think it's a lovely topic, but it makes me very uncomfortable watching this when you are above a main busy road.
Yeah,
which it was. Yes, Mojex just said as well, over the road, because you just never know. It only takes a bird to fly into your drone, knock a prop off, and your drone will fall onto that road into the path of a car.
That's true. These are things that you cannot anticipate.
Absolutely, yeah, and you maybe you've not fitted the prop correctly, and it flies off whilst you're flying it, and it will drop out of the sky. And I always think about, I fly paramotors, so I'm up there flying, and you're always made to look where you will land if there's a problem at all times. And when you're flying your drone, you should be always thinking about, if that drone drops from the sky, who's it going to land on? Always think that. Always fly above ground that is not populated by cars or people or objects that you don't own.
Yeah, there's really no way to predict how it's going to fall out of the sky. I know this firsthand because I crashed into a skyscraper in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Do you remember that? And
like you do. Yeah, like you do.
I was flying. There was nobody there. The parking lot was empty. I was flying over a field, but my return to home was wrong, and only 2 of the props broke, which let it kind of crash slowly, and it went out over to a street, crashed in the street. Scared the bejesus out of me.
Oh, yes.
Because it could have landed on a car or a person or anything, and that was totally unpredictable. I would not have thought that was possible.
Yeah, and the challenge is, and I always talk about this, the press and media will only they'll ignore the hundreds of successful safe drone flights, but the one time there's a drone that drops on somebody's head, it will make the national and international press and media, and you do not want to be that guy that the press and media make an example of. So just fly carefully, guys, that's all. Sorry to be boring.
You're never boring. Never. All right, 2 more.
Yes, 3 more.
No, just 2 more. And Machine Gun Droner is somebody I see on TNL all the time, and he's sending in links, and he's always chatting it. And I apologize, we haven't played your video yet, but oh dear. And I can't play it because it's not a link. It's an actual download. Sorry. Let's see.
Machine Gun Droner sounds incredibly dangerous.
It does. No, he sent it a few times, and I think I actually played it on TNL. I think I did. It's his Hindu temple, and it's quite beautiful. But can't play it because it's not a link. You got to send a streaming link. Send it to constructivecriticism@gmail.com. You can't send me a download file because I can't do it. I can't do it. I won't do it.
You can't do it.
I broke it. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Am I still here? Hold on. I did something. There we go. Uh-oh. I broke something. I can't hear you guys. Stand by.
I can hear you.
There we go. And I'm back.
I love that Agent K. It's a big honking file. Honking. A great word.
Big honking file. I hit some button on my thing over here. Check. All right, and we're back. Alexa, tell me a joke.
300 buttons. Easily
What did the pepperoni say to the mozzarella?
What?
You want a pizza me?
Ooh, she sounds nice.
Does your Alexa speak with an English accent?
Yes.
What's the accent like on a Swedish Alexa?
Well, it only speaks Swedish if you speak to it in Swedish. So when my wife speaks Swedish to Google Home, it speaks back to her in Swedish. It speaks to me in English.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I feel a bit left out sometimes.
All right, 1 more. And
yes, 3 more.
This is from Ray. And he sent, oh, no, he sent a photo. Why? I don't know why he's sending a photo.
Oh.
Ray, another photo.
Okay.
And Ray, oh, here we go. Here's a link. Okay. Copy the link. Copy. And
It's still light here, by the way. It's 8:30, but it's nice and light outside.
Do you guys do a time change over there?
Yeah, I think 2 weeks ago.
Okay. All right. So this is Ray.
That's pretty. Nice horizon.
Juno, this is the thumbnail. Adventures 182
Text as well. We like
coronavirus.
that. It's saying where it is. And a good title on the video as well. That's good.
Yeah. Let me see. It didn't go to HD. I think this is 720 max. Oh yeah, that's a shame.
Okay.
So what this? Whoops. What I suspect when I see drone videos in 720 is that people are taking the feed from their tablet.
Cache footage.
Right.
Yeah, it could be. Or they've got the rendering settings wrong. When I started my channel, I accidentally rendered some videos in the early days at a much lower resolution than I'd intended to. So guys, whenever you export your videos from your editor, always check that you're exporting at the resolution and the frame rate that you expect to be, because you might not always notice, and it can make a big difference to the video quality.
That's true. If the little HD thing doesn't pop up down here very often, yeah, I don't know what this is going to look like. We are streaming in
Welcome to Adventures with
1080.
Ray Kelly.
Captain Ray Kelly, like it. Is this the Boeing guy? Right.
No.
We
I don't think so, is it?
Juno Beach fishing.
No, this is a different guy.
Hi, welcome to Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly. And today we're going to be flying the Juno Beach fishing pier.
I need motion sickness tablet from that.
I found my little spot right under the tiki hut.
It's a bit wobbly.
And just take a look.
You don't always have to hold the camera like this. You can set it down on something.
Yeah, it's a good idea. You'll also find the video quality is better when you set your phone or camera down, because the bit rate's not taken up by so many things moving.
That's true. Yeah, the YouTube will have a problem relegating
that.
that.
We're back in Mexico as well, Cozumel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally empty because of the coronavirus. Anyway, we're going to give you a bird's eye look.
And he's using the onboard audio from the camera.
Yeah, you can hear the sea.
Which I can tell you is never good. If
nice
possible.
to see he's got his details strapped onto his drone though.
Mm-hmm.
Ray, do you live in Mexico, in Cozumel? Beautiful area.
There is no audio here. I'm cranking it up. There is none.
Oh, that's a shame. Now would be a nice time to cut in some nice relaxing tunes.
Right.
Juno Beach fishing
crime
pier
scene
was empty. It was deserted.
It's a crime scene.
And that's because the fishing pier.
I cannot stress this enough. Audio can make or break your video. I'm having to turn this all the way up on my board in order for us to hear it. People dismiss audio so much. I cannot stress how important audio is. Check your levels. Listen back. Bump up the levels if they're low. If possible, use a secondary recording device.
Yeah, and also the shot there of the rising drone of the horizon and the jetty was beautiful. Just a bit of advice, Ray. Cut when you decide to change the drone's movement. So if you've got a lovely shot where the drone is rising up above that jetty, cut the video for your next scene, which might be the shot now, but cut it before you change the movement of the drone.
Yeah, all this, it's so hard for new drone people to cut out stuff because it all looks fantastic to them. It all looks fantastic. It's like, wow, this is great. I don't want to cut it out. I want to give people this awesome stuff. Well, it's not necessarily awesome to everyone else.
And as someone's put in the chat, we're tearing this guy apart. We're not. The whole purpose of this is to be constructive, and we're being exactly that. If we just said it's horrible, then we wouldn't be being constructive. We're saying it's really, really good. And
it's a great location.
It even better by doing this.
If we said it was great, that would also be doing him a disservice, because he sent this in order to make some improvements, and so that's what we're offering him. This video is 4.5 minutes long. It should be, now again, he's got the right exactly in the center, the horizon. The horizon needs to be you know, if there's spectacular clouds, have the another beer for Ash. If there's spectacular clouds and you want to focus on that, then do that. Don't have it directly in the middle. I would say most of your focus will be on the beach and the water. So
yeah, that's such a beautiful place to shoot.
It really is.
So envious.
Yeah.
That's a Mavic Mini. Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
So I think he is, because the Mavic Mini will shoot at 2.7K. So
it will. Yeah, indeed.
So he is using the feed from his.
Look at the color of that sea. Oh, I've been to Mexico and I need to go back. It's such
really,
a beautiful
really
place.
Beautiful. So here at the end, I think he's.
And I love using this new landing pad that my son gave me for my birthday.
Yeah. And I like the story. He's telling a story because quite often you find so many people shoot footage with their drone and they just upload the raw DJI 00015.avi file straight to YouTube and do nothing with it. Good work in telling a story and editing it, because I know that will have taken him a long time to edit together, and it can be better. But that's why he sent the video to this channel, for us to give him some constructive feedback. So great start. And if I could edit footage like that, you know, when I started flying drones, I'd be more than happy. So good work.
Absolutely. And you never know what people are editing on. Maybe it has limited capabilities. Maybe, you know, some people edit videos on their phone, which would explain why he's maybe using the 720p, because it was easier to edit on a phone.
Could be. So yeah, absolutely.
So anyway, I guess that's going to be a Geek Savannah. Thanks, man, for the 3-pounder super sticker. I guess that's going to be it for now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can we have a vote in the chat? I mean, have you got time, Ken?
Yeah. What's the vote?
If 10 people say yeehaw in the chat, then we'll do another 3.
I can't, man. I gotta go. I gotta go, man. Besides,
what are you gonna do?
We're leeching viewers. We're leeching viewers. Nobody wants to see this. Anyway, do let me know. Do you want to see a show number 5 next week?
That's at least about 20 yeehaws so far, Ken.
Oh dear. Well, Chris,
just one more, maybe 2.
Chris Rollins will be back co-hosting next week, and the only thing he will be drinking is maybe baby formula. He's got a new baby. No, whoa, hey, you want to come back? You want to come back the week after?
Yeah.
If we get enough yeehaws.
Of course I do.
Awesome. Well, Ash, cheers to you, my friend, with my invisible. Hold on. There we go. There
if they want me back. If the viewers want me back, of course. And if they want me.
Awesome. What are you drinking, by the way? What is that?
It's called Eriksberg. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. It's a lovely Swedish, kind of like a mix between an ale and a lager. It's very, very nice.
Okay, and you are already at the destination where you're going to go. You're not driving anywhere.
Oh, no, I've got my electric scooter. Oh, crap, I forgot I left it out there, actually.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I've got my e-scooter.
Okay. So you're gonna drunkenly scooter home.
No, I'm gonna walk it home.
Yeah, okay. Don't get a skinned knee on my account. Anyway, thank you, Ash. Check out his channel. There's a link in the description. Thanks to everybody for supporting this channel. Love you. Mean it. Until next time. Bye.
And bye.
All right.
Cheers, guys.